Hello and welcome to my flight sim world. This is Dave Peoples, and today we're doing leg 3 of our around the world tour. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed our first 2 legs of around the world tour. And today our third leg is going to be from here at the Charles de Gaulle International Airport just north of France. And we're going to be flying down to Nice, France, at the airport there, or as they say, Nice Cote d'Azur. I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, my apologies to all the French-speaking people that may see my video. But anyway, we will be flying in this beautiful A330neo and Air France, of course, Air France in conjunction with KLM. So, without any further ado, we're going to get inside here, and I'm going to get her all started up, startup procedures, and loading the CDU, and then we'll taxi and be on our way. So let's get inside and get started. Okay, we're inside now, and of course by now, if you watched any of my other aviation videos and simulation, you know we gotta have power. So I turn batteries 1 and 2, and we'll turn on the APU battery. And I will start the APU. And as soon as the APU becomes available, we will start the APU bleed. That is a must. You must do that or the engines won't start later. We'll go ahead and turn on the fuel pumps here in the A330. You can go ahead and just start turning all the white lights off because it's very simple. Alright, it's available, so I turn on the APU bleed. The APU bleed is on. We'll turn on some lights here. Seatbelt no smoking signs, and get a little light in the cockpit here. Now we will turn on our ADIRs 1, 2, and 3 because we need to do that so we can have some aviation. And I will reset the clock. What I'll do is I'll turn it off for right now, and to reset it you just turn it back. So right before we take off I'll reset the clock. If I don't forget, seems like I always forget to do that. So here we go. Whoop, didn't mean to hit that. Oh, I hope I didn't mess things up. But anyway. So, to load up the CDU, it's very simple. We'll start with the initial. We'll put in LFPG /LFMN. That's for Charles de Gaulle and Nice, France. We'll put it there. We'll return, and it has it. Company route we'll leave at vacant. Cost index 100%. That's just me. Cruising altitude, day's flight 280, 28,000 feet. Then we'll go to flight plan, and we will click on the first one there, and departure. Click departure, and we will be departing from runway 26 right there. So I click on that, and now I will go back. Well, actually I'm going to insert it. There we go. Now I'm going to go back, click on it again, and I'm going to start putting in our waypoints. And our first waypoint for today's flight is PG 267. So we'll put in PG 267. And we'll put it where it says next waypoint. And now there it is. We will click on it, and we'll put in our next waypoint, which is DEROL. DEROL. Put it there. And there it is. Click on it. Put in our next waypoint of Lerga, Lerga, Lerga. Put it there. And now we will go to the next page and find it. There it is. We'll click on it. And our next waypoint is TIPIK. So TIPIK. Put it there. And now we'll find it. There it is. Click on it. And our last waypoint before we get to Nice will be MUS. MUS. And we'll put that there. Okay, and we will use the one that says 43. Okay, and now we'll just go, we will go to LFMN. We will click there, and we will put in arrival and ILS 04 left Y. That's what we'll be using today. No transitions, no stars. We'll insert. And now we'll check and make sure we don't have any discontinuities, which we do not. Yay! So we are looking good. So that is good. So everything is good there. Now we'll go to performance. Put in our vertical speeds. It does it automatically for you based on your weight and fuel. Flaps today will be 2. We'll put that in here. And now we'll go to navigational radios. 109.95 is our radio frequency for today's flight for navigational purposes. Put that in both sides. Then put the course, which is 042 degrees. Put it on both sides. Okay, and that's all we got to do. Back to flight plan. Just double check things. Yeah, everything's looking good. Alright, so the CDU is loaded up. See how simple and quick that was? It wasn't hard at all. I'll go ahead and flip this up. Click nav and then click VOR, and I'll put our radio frequencies into our radios down here. We'll go ahead and turn on some lights down here. Over to the other side, put on some lights here. Our TCAS is already set. We'll set flaps for today's flight too. And that's all we really have to do here for right now. Now we'll come back up to the AP. We'll put in altitude for today's flight, 28,000 feet. There we go. We won't do anything for the speed or the heading. That will be done automatically for us. We will increase our... Whoa, didn't want to go that far. There we go. And I will put the waypoints in. Okay, very good. Got that all set. And now just to make sure everything's loaded up right in the CDU, we'll put... we'll go to flight plan here. I'll back this out a little bit. And I will circulate through each waypoint here just to make sure that it's loaded correctly, and it looks like it is. Yep, it's all loaded correctly, so we can go back to flight plan here. Alright, very good indeed. We are all set and ready to go. The only thing I need to do now is call for pushback to get us out of here, and we will taxi down and get out of here. So let me go ahead and call pushback. You go to the ATC button, you tune into ground, and after you tune into ground, you got to find ground services, and he needs to push the front of our plane to the right. So request pushback and steer to his right. And the reason I want him to steer to his right is because the nose of our airplane will be going to our left, which will be his right. Let me turn off the parking brake. And we'll just take a look outside and see how it's going here. See how quick and easy it is to load up everything in the A330. It's very simple, very easy. It's not hard. Yeah, it is when you first look at these things and you have no idea what you're doing. I understand that, but you know, just like riding a bicycle, the more you do it, you never forget. So, okay, he is pushing us the way I wanted him to push us. So that is very good. While he's doing that, I will go ahead and turn on the start, and we'll start the second engine here. Engine 2, we'll turn it on first. And I'll let him get us straight back. When he gets us straight back, I will turn him off. It's a beautiful day today. We should have a beautiful flight. No clouds in the sky. It's the way I like it, especially if you want to see things. We're just about straight enough. Just a little bit more and I'll have him stop. Ah, that's good enough. He can stop right there. And we'll wait for him to get out of the way. And he is out of our way. Very good. Now I'll go back inside and I will start engine 2. Make sure engine 1's up. Yeah, engine 1's up. Very good. Start engine 2. And as soon as engine 2 gets up, well, let me put on the parking brake. We don't want to roll off. I will turn off the APU. And while waiting on engine 2 to start up, we will turn on our runway and taxiway lights because we are taking off here. We are taking off. And that should take care of that for us. Put a little light on the cockpit here. Thought I did that already. Okay. Very good. Seatbelt signs are on. Look up here. Everything's looking good. We'll turn off the APU as soon as engine 2 gets up. I mean engine 1, I'm sorry. As soon as engine 1 gets up, we'll turn off the APU and we'll be ready to go. See how easy and quick this is? A330. I love the A330. Speaking of the A330, let me show you the interior, the inside of this aircraft. I think you'll like it. Have to go through all these external views to get there, but
and enjoy your flight.
here we go. Look inside here. Isn't this wonderful? Look how beautiful this is. Look at the texture of the carpet, texture of the seats, KLM emblem over here, first class area. Isn't this cool? They really did a great job inside this aircraft, I will have to say. It looks very nice. So anyway, okay, engine 2 is up. I'm going to get my view set here, and I'm going to turn the parking brake back off, and we are going to head out of here. So here we go. We don't have to go very far. We just turn left right here and go straight down this taxiway to the very end and turn right, and we'll be right there at runway 26 right. But even though we're at the closest point to runway 26, it takes a little while to get there. It takes a moment or two, so I'm not going to bore you with me taxiing all the way down to it, so I'll join you when we get there. Okay, we're down at runway 26, so we're gonna get on the runway here, and we're going to take off and get out of here. So let's just go ahead and get on out of here. V1, rotate very slowly, take off slowly so we don't have a tail drag. We got some positive rate. V2, gear up. Turn the autopilot on. We'll back off on the throttle. Flaps 1 up, flaps 2. We're in lever climb. We increase the speed to 250. 250. Our vertical speed. There we go. Don't want to go that fast. Let's come down on that. About 2,200 feet per minute's good. Okay. We'll back out to lever climb. Speed. Alright. It'll hold our speed now at 250 knots. And we are following our flight plan. We're right on the money. Take a look outside here and see how things are. Beautiful French countryside, looking back on Charles de Gaulle Airport where we just took off. Okay, and I'm going to stay with you till we make our first waypoint turn. And then after we make our first waypoint turn, oh, I didn't set the clock. What did I tell you? I'd probably forget it. I did, but that's okay. I'll just start it now. But anyway, everything is looking good. I put a little bit more light here on the instruments. So, a little bit more light here and there. Light is good. We are good. Everything's looking good. Our flight plans in here will make this big turn right here. Okay, we will see some scenery today. We will be able to see the French Alps. We won't be flying right over the top of them because it's too hard to decelerate and descend to get down to Nice. So I have, through SimBrief and Navigraph, I have found a flight plan. It takes me around them so I don't have to do that. Okay, we should be turning here for our first waypoint turn. Alright, very well. I just wanted you to see the turn here as we make our turn. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the flight today. Nice is very beautiful. I think you'll like the views I'm going to give you there. So hang on through the flight, bear with me, and when we get to the end of the flight, then I'll show you some views of Nice, France. But right now I'm going to let you go, and I will rejoin you when we get to our cruising altitude of 28,000 feet. Okay, we're at our cruising altitude of 28,000 feet. And I thought this was a good shot here. You can see the contrails behind us. But anyway, we're at our cruising altitude. We're cruising along at, let me see here, 495 knots. That's right around 570 miles per hour, give or take a few. I'm just guessing, but if you multiply that by 1.152, you get the exact number. So it's, I'd say it's a good 570 miles an hour, give or take a few. We have 161 miles before we get to Virgo, and then so we got a ways. We're at cruising altitude now, so I can take the seatbelt sign off, and people can roam around the cabin. So, but anyway, I am going to leave you, and I will join you when we get further into the route, and the French Alps are in good view, where I can give you some nice views of them. So anyway, I will join you later on in the flight. Okay, I'm at the point to where I need to start my descent. So I am going to go ahead and start descending. About 1,800 feet per minute is good enough. And we haven't quite got to the French Alps yet. You can barely see some over here, but as we get closer, there'll be more that will come into view, and I'll give you a better view. But anyway, I will join you again shortly. Okay, if you look out the passenger window here, you will notice some high mountainous terrain off in the distance. That is the French Alps. Sorry I didn't get any closer to them, but like I said, for safety's sake, I had to fly around them. But anyway, I'll try to see if we can see them from the outside of the aircraft. Okay, there you go. There they are. They're a better view of them now. You can see the higher peaks over here in the distance are snow-capped. But anyway, there you go. There is a nice view of the French Alps. A lot of them are snow-covered tops because of their altitudes. So, but anyway, we are descending, and when we get closer to our final approach, I will join you then. Okay, we're almost to our final waypoint, to where we'll be making our turn, and I will set up for our final approach. But anyway, just thought I'd let you know I'll join you again shortly. Okay, you can see the Mediterranean Sea straight ahead. We're almost at the point that we're going to make our waypoint turn here at Musk, and then we'll be setting up for our final. I have already reduced our speed to 180 knots. I have put the I need to turn off the speed brakes, but I will arm them. There armed. And now we just wait till we get to our next final approach turns, and we'll be ready to land. I hope you've enjoyed the flight so far. And if you look over here, you can see some of the coast of France. Look back at the Alps, and we will be making one more turn before we start into our very last final, which will be very shortly. It won't be very long at all. I'm going ahead and drop the landing gear, turn the lights on, the landing lights, taxi lights. And I did turn off the APU before I took off. I just forgot to tell you, but I did do that. So we'll be making our turn here shortly, heading into Nice. And as soon as we make that turn, I will decrease the speed. Give it full flaps, and we'll just wait to capture the glide slope, and we'll be all set. We'll be landing over in this area. We'll be making our turn here momentarily. Stay right here with you till we make this turn. And we are making the turn. Drop down to about 150 knots. And we will hit approach and LS. And we're getting all lined up. The diamond here is right in the center, and when this diamond falls to here, we will capture our glide slope. We're at 4,000 feet. It's kind of strange in Europe. Just about everywhere I've been in Europe, the glide slope's 4,000 feet. In the U.S., it's different. It can be much lower, you know. But you know, it's Europe to do things differently. So. I'll go ahead and hit the record button, so we'll be able to see the replay after we land. Didn't want to forget to do that. I did that in the last one, and I don't want to forget it again. Actually, we got a few moments, so I'm going to rejoin you right as we capture the glide slope. Okay, we're almost at the point that we're going to capture glide slope, and I will stay with you for the duration of the flight. Almost there. The diamond's just about to the yellow line. We have captured the glide slope, and see the airport up here, barely, but it's there. And I'll give you some views outside. A spectacular view there. And I'll give you a few more views. Okay, it's looking out the passenger window with the flaps down. You can look down and see the coastline of Nice here. Here's another view, spectacular view. Gear down, flaps down, and we'll be on the ground momentarily.
2,500.
So I'll just stay with you right now until I get landed on the ground here. I will show you some spectacular views of Nice after we land. I will show you a replay of the landing, and then I will show you some scenery around Nice at sunset. It's very beautiful. Right before touchdown, I will release the autopilot and you'll hear a buzzing, beeping sound, but just ignore it, and then I'll pull back off the throttle and gently lay this baby down.
500. 400. 300. 200. 190. 80. 70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Retard. Retard.
We are down.
Retard.
Alright. Give it some reverse thrust here. Reverse thrust off. And welcome to Nice, France. Welcome to the French Riviera, they call it. I'm gonna get us parked at the gate, and then I will show you a replay of the landing. And then some views of Nice before we go. looks like he's pulled a little over the line. So since he's pulled a little over the line, I am going to look outside so I don't run into him. And we'll just go gently here. I'll go ahead and stop it and go back. That's good enough. We'll just stop right here. We'll put the parking brake on. And now let me get rid of this view. Ah, that's much better. Okay, that's not bad. So we'll put the flaps down, and we'll put the spoilers down and the flaps up. So we'll go ahead and put the flaps up. And there you have it. Welcome to Nice, France. Like I say, I'm going to show you a replay of the landing and then some scenes around Nice. And this is Dave Peoples, and I'll see you on leg 4. Looking out the passenger window on our final approach. It's a nice view. I thought I would just throw this in here for your enjoyment. Okay, I'm going to record the landing from here on down and just sit back and enjoy the landing. The sun glaring off the water there. And enjoy the scenery of Nice, France as we make our landing here.
$2,000.
Nice beach. There goes that sun glare again. Nice, France is a very beautiful place.
1,000.
Nestled right here on the Mediterranean Sea. I can understand why they call it the French Riviera. Big resort over there on the beach.
$500. 400. 300. 200. 190, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, retard, retard, retard.
So there you have it. A nice replayed landing. Now you can see the airport here. It's a nice airport. You can see the mountains in the background and the surrounding areas, but I think he will enjoy what I'm getting ready to see you. So we have landed, and now I'm going to show you some scenes of Nice, France before we go.